Good morning, everybody. How you doing today? My name's Andrew.
I'm Daniel.
I'm Kelly.
I'm Gavin.
I'm Papa.
And we're some of the Veggie Boys.
And Grace.
And we'd like to thank you for stopping by. If you're new here, please consider subscribing because we can grow a lot of stuff on the farm, but one thing we can't grow is this channel without your help. Welcome back, everyone. It's so nice to see you. Currently, I'm in the germination greenhouse. I'm just checking out some of our plants that we had seeded not too long ago, and they're looking really nice. For those of you that don't know, in the germination greenhouse, a bulk of it is made up by our newest planting of peppers and our newest planting of tomatoes. As market farmers, to kind of extend our harvest, we do multiple plantings of certain types of crops. Just to name a few: sweet corn, beans, peas, tomatoes, peppers, cucumbers, pickling cucumbers, zucchini, yellow squash, yellow zucchini, and there's probably more I'm just not thinking of at the moment, but I wanted to just check on these plants, make sure nothing needed to be watered, and I think they're looking pretty good. Now, to give all of you an idea of what we're going to be working on today, this tank is completely full of water. And usually when that tank's full, that means we're gonna be doing some transplanting, which is the goal for this morning. And let me just say, by the time we get all of our plants moved out of these greenhouses, they're gonna be looking pretty empty, which is a good thing because the mums had just came in. So we're gonna be working on planting them shortly as well. I need to stop bringing that bucket in here. That thing is getting beat up every single day. Oh, I am perspiring today. Let me tell you, it is humid out there. I wasn't expecting it to be humid today, but I'm sweating. I feel it on my back. Is that too much information? Nah, come on. You guys want to be involved. This is what it's like to be a farmer. Humid days, your back is sweaty. Basket number 2. So chickens are done, calves are done, and now the rest of the cattle are all taken care of. This is gonna wrap up morning chores for us. We have got big plans for today, and that's what we're gonna be moving on to next. But before we really get moving on to that, just the other day, Dad planted some pumpkins. Now, they did it while I was not around. How many acres of pumpkins did you put down?
5 acres.
Now, did we just do one variety of pumpkins?
No, I was like 12 varieties. Most of them from Outstanding Seed Company. We have a bunch of samples they gave us we didn't plant yet. We're gonna plant them on plastic.
Yeah, we wanna do some of them with the drip irrigation just to see how it works. For the past few years, we've been working with a company called Outstanding Seeds. They're based here in the same state as us in Pennsylvania, and they've always been very kind to us. They like watching the videos, and that's ultimately how they found us, and then they started sending us seed. And we like the product so much that that's where all of our pumpkin seeds come from now. Now, 5 acres may not sound like a lot, but when we look at the number of varieties that we're doing, there's a lot of variety that we're gonna be putting into the soil. And for us, we don't ship our pumpkins anywhere. We don't take them to auction. We don't sell them at any other farm markets. We sell everything here. So the 5 acres that we plant, we're gonna have to move through our farm market, which it can be difficult because sometimes you don't know what people are gonna buy, you don't know what they're looking for. That's why we like to plant a variety. Get as many people here as possible looking around, and hopefully they'll find something they wanna take home. But yeah, that's quite a bit for us, and I think we're all pretty excited about it. Hopefully everything will come up well, and we'll have a great harvest again. You know what's nice about these 2-wheel drive tractors? Oh, you can just spin them right around. Oh, it's so nice. Sometimes you have to be appreciative that this type of equipment is light and you can move it around. Dad's filling up the tanks, and we have the water on here. Just turn that off. There we go. Now, if you've been tuning in and watching, you would know that we've been doing a lot of transplanting using this transplanter right here. Now, this transplanter has a unique name. It's called a water wheel transplanter, and that's because of the two wheels that we have right in our center. Now, what's neat about this planter is you can change out these wheels. You could do 1 wheel, 2 wheel, 3 wheel, 4 wheels if you're getting crazy, but we're not that crazy. You can also change out the spacing on the wheels. Now, you do need to get specific wheels for different types of plants. With our peppers, we're doing dual row 15-inch spacing, and that's just to ensure that we get enough room around the plant so that we can fight disease as the plants start to get larger. When we're doing tomatoes or eggplant, we will just remove one of these wheels and we'll do one 15-inch space row. That works really well for our tomatoes. Now, when we get into things like pumpkins and watermelons, we will switch this out even further. We do have a 2-foot space row. We also have a 32-inch spacing wheel. So, I mean, what's really cool and what's unique about this machine is that you can always adjust what your planting spacing is. So this is something that we have used a lot of. We had one when I was younger. It got older, so we ended up getting this new one. This is from Rainflow. And just a quick rundown of how this machine works is we fill up our tanks with water. You could add different types of fertilizers or whatever you want into the water. And then by turning on a valve, which we have a special valve here, the water runs down through our pipes and then it's dispensed into either the 1, 2, or 3 wheels that you have. As you ride on the back of the planter, you will have your trays of plants right here, easy to grab from. And every single time this wheel pokes a hole down into our biodegradable mulch, it will then fill with water, making it very easy to transplant. Not only is it easier to transplant this way, but it's also beneficial for the plant. What will happen is there will be a mix of water and soil inside the hole. It'll create kind of like a slurry, and when you push your transplant down in, the roots will be completely covered by that, giving it a wonderful start and a better opportunity to grow. If you're transplanting at home, you will experience something called transplant shock. We deal with the same thing here on a vegetable farm or on a market farm. When you transplant anything into the soil, it's gonna be like, whoa, what's going on? And that could be for multiple reasons. It could be for soil temperatures, it could be for the moisture in the ground, whatever the case. Transplant shock is a big deal, and it's something we try and mitigate, but it doesn't matter if you farm a small garden or 100 acres of vegetables. Everybody is susceptible to it, and this transplanter really helps us to combat that, and it gives us a really, really good start to our planting season. But enough about this cool piece of equipment. We'll talk about what we're transplanting today. At the moment, we've got some chocolate bell, white bell, and I'm not sure what variety we're gonna be doing next, but we're essentially doing all different types of bells. We raise a yellow bell, orange bell, red bell, chocolate bell, white bell, purple bell. I think that's it. I don't think I'm missing any bells. But yeah, we raise a few different varieties of bell peppers. And currently Dad is working on loading all of those up, so we're gonna help him. Got yellow bell. You have yellow bell there? Oh, let yellow bell be known as the kind that Dad just threw. Planter is all loaded up with plants. We've got a decent amount here on our wagon. All we need to do is go up and grab the 120, get it hooked to our wagon, and then we'll be good to go. I just need a pin. Number 1 rule, don't lose any plants. Wow, the stuff we just transplanted looks really, really nice. Time to add some more stuff. Alrighty, ready to go. Ooh, soil feels good. Oh, first variety we're starting with today is the chocolate bell. As I'm riding on the back, there's a few things I'm thinking about. One is always having plants ready for me to grab, because I don't want to fall behind as I'm planting, because that is not fun. Another thing I'm thinking about is making sure that my plants are pushed far enough down into the soil, because if they're not pushed far enough down in, well, then we're going to have problems. So I'm trying to stay ahead of the planter, and I'm trying to make sure that my plants get pushed down in deep enough so that the roots are going to have a great start. I just finished off my few trays of chocolate bell. I've switched over to white, but Daniel is still working on a tray of chocolate. Now what's cool with this transplanter is just because one person's working on one thing and one person's working on another thing, doesn't mean it's all gonna get confused and mixed up in here, because all my plants are gonna stay on this side and all Daniel's plants are gonna stay on that side. Unless Daniel gets wild. Sometimes he likes to sneak over here and plant one of mine. Look what I just told you, he just did it now. So Daniel, what's your favorite pepper to pick? A ripe pepper. Okay, what's your favorite variety of pepper to pick?
My favorite variety to pick, probably bell peppers.
Because they fill up the basket fast?
They fill up the basket fast.
Okay, I get it, I get it. My favorite variety to pick is probably jalapeno or long hot. But if I wanted to get a lot of baskets filled quickly, it would probably be bell peppers. Bell peppers are really fun to pick and they sound satisfying. You guys ever heard peppers squeak when you pick them? They don't squeak out of excitement, they squeak out of the waxy coating on them. Next time you pick your peppers, just rub your peppers together, they'll be squeaking and you'll be saying, thank you, Veggie boys. Thank you for teaching me something. All right, we got it. Oh. What was that pepper plant? I gotta go grab that.
Mine had a leaf. Like a wild show back here.
Did I just hit you with mud?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I just mudded Daniel, Dad, and we're ready to go. Whoa,
No,
slow down!
not that ready.
A big question we get about planting in this biodegradable mulch is how do the plants get watered? What's interesting is when we laid this mulch down, we added a drip irrigation line underneath it. And what that drip irrigation line allows us to do is hook into it and then water the entire row. Now it is very efficient to use that drip irrigation because it only waters the roots of the plants. So the drip line is actually between these two rows of peppers. It's going to water the roots of the plants, and because irrigation can be expensive, it saves us a lot of money and a lot of energy because the water is very concentrated to just the row. Rather than using a sprinkler system where you're just watering everything, we're only going to be watering the roots of the plants, which saves us a lot of time and it saves us a lot of money, making our blows count, so to speak. Because if we're just watering everything, well then there's wasted energy, wasted water, but if we're just watering these peppers, well, I think you get the point. Oh boy. Thank you, Daniel. I'll plant one on your side for you. There you go. Stay off my side. Daniel and I are sharing plants right now, just trying to keep this variety even. That way we don't have to go running all over the field looking for white bell. We'll know they're in one spot together. To be completely honest with you, I was worried how these would plant with some of these peppers being so tall, but it hasn't been that bad. I think the base of the stem is really, really solid and it's holding up well. Sometimes when plants get really tall, there's a good chance that you could actually break them while you're transplanting them, but the base of these peppers, very, very sturdy, and it doesn't seem to be affected too much. You can see right there. That's a good sign that these peppers are gonna have a great start.
Andrew, I have tomatoes.
You have one tomato in there.
I have primo reds.
Someone got the wrong tag on there. That's probably Matthew. We'll blame him since he's not here. We went through 12 trays altogether going out and back. Our rows are gonna get continuously shorter, but we can factor that in to make sure that we have plenty of trays on the planter each time. But now that we're back, Gavin has showed up. He's helping us. We're gonna add some water into our tanks, and then we're gonna be on our way. Daniel, you're gonna have to turn the water on. What was that? So do I have yellow bell, you have primo red. What do you mean? Turn the water on, please. It has started to rain, We weren't expecting many showers. As a matter of fact, I took one this morning. I thought I only needed one for the day. It started to rain. I don't know if we're gonna continue planting. We'll have to check the weather because nobody really wants to get poured on today. But the fact that we've already been able to get a few rows planted makes us all very happy. But we're gonna have to talk about it at the end of the row, see what we're gonna do. So we're still out here planting. Apparently, it was just a passing shower. Can you believe that? Yeah, we get those sometimes. But the sun's back out for like another 5 minutes, and we're just gonna continue planting. Baby pepper plant. It'll grow. I'm sorry, Gavin, I missed one.
That's what I'm here for, Andrew, to fix your mistakes.
We've just got another successful full load planted. Now we have 4 rows of sweet peppers into the soil. The first 4 rows are all gonna be different types of colored bell peppers. So that's gonna be really fun when it comes harvest time. It shouldn't be too difficult to keep in mind where everything is planted. Thankfully, we always have the videos to look back on. Oh. Oh, Grammy's got carnitas and some beef there. It looks like we are having tacos. All right, Callie, how are the chrysalises doing?
This is mine.
Yeah. Are they growing?
They're not growing.
Yeah, what are they doing?
They're gonna turn to a butterfly.
Yep, they're gonna turn into a butterfly. And then sometimes they're shaking. Why are they shaking?
Why are they shaking?
They're shaking because sometimes they think there's predators around. Shake like a chrysalis. Yeah, good job, good job. And what else did you catch over here?
Right.
She caught a spider and she caught some flies. I think we're gonna have a bug specialist on our hands. Do you like bugs?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we don't know how long until the chrysalises, the butterflies come out of the chrysalis. I see the spider. I see the spider. That's so cool. What did you name the spider?
I named it Charlie.
Charlie the spider. And what did you name the flies?
I named him Charlie.
Oh, they're Charlie the flies. And then what did we name all the chrysalises?
We named Charlie.
Yeah, we love the name Charlie. But are you excited about your butterflies?
Hatch.
Yeah, and then once the butterflies hatch, what do we have to do, Callie? Remember, we have to release them. Why do we have to release them?
Because we let them go.
Yeah, we gotta let them go. They gotta make more butterflies, right?
And they're gonna make more crystals. They're gonna make more caterpillars.
Once we got finished talking with Callie about her butterflies, we went on to finish planting all those peppers that we had on the wagon. And then we also worked on filling up some baskets in the greenhouse. Now, we'll talk about those baskets at a later date. I am now home and I'm getting ready to work on dinner. Tonight, we're doing smash burgers. And yes, let me just say, I am very, very excited. Well, I kind of made the burgers a little too thick for smash burgers, but that's okay. I'm not going to complain about it. What I am going to do, though, add some cheese on the top there. Woo-hoo-hoo. Come on, fingers. Work. Split the cheese. Cut the cheese. Go. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I just got finished, and it's starting to rain. So that's pretty good. Burgers, oh, they are incredible. One more thing I'll mention, this makes it so much more sweeter because of all that stuff we got planted today. So after a long day of work, I get to enjoy a burger and I get to enjoy some rain. You see, we're gonna plant sweet corn right there. And then over there, that hill, that's where the potatoes are. Well, I don't think there's much of a better way to end the day. Burping a baby, sitting on my porch, watching the rainstorm. And I think this is a perfect time to end the video. Thank you everybody so much for watching. I appreciate, oh, good burp. I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for all those that have subscribed, for everybody that's watching, liking the video. It means a lot to all of us. Ronnie and I want to thank you guys for being here. So close to 200K subscribers. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.